There we go. Welcome everyone to the Thursday night product talk from the power team. we we love Shackley, and we're going to talk about some really good stuff tonight. We're going to begin with me flipping through here. Let me minimize you guys. We have a great group on tonight. All the speakers, unmute yourself too. I think everyone, well, in case you're not, I'm just going to very briefly talk about Shackley. But we have a program called Natural Solutions Part 1 and 2 that tells you the whole story of why we're different. But basically, we're really, this is our product guide. We are #1 natural nutrition company, been around since actually 1956 as a company, but Dr. Shackley discovered the first vitamin, and he made it concentrated food supplement 1915. And then 1960, we had Basic H, biodegradable, first instant protein. We are the leader. We're the #1, and we are a science-based company, completely science, the nutritional science, along with nature and food, whole food products. Olympics, 146 gold, NASA since 1995, climate neutral certified. For the first ever, and we have all kinds of great products, and they're all in harmony with nature. We have this great landmark study, which you'll learn more about when we do the natural solutions, but basically they proved that Shackley people that took Shackley for 20 years were healthier than people that took no products, no supplements or brand X. Hundreds of thousands of tests on each product. And we have this beautiful catalog. All right. And now we have a new program called Meology too, so that you can take this quiz and they can give you a personalized nutrition program. But tonight we're going to be talking, it makes it simple, but we're going to talk about this wonderful Prove It Challenge. Okay, so this kind of jumps around a little bit. It starts with the protein that goes to the vitalizer. And then it goes to the detox further on, but I have all the pages written down. So Lori, are you on? My dear Lori is going to talk about the protein, the shakes. Are you unmuted, Laura?
Yep. How you doing?
There you go.
Hi.
You guys are like the epitome of good of Prove It Challenge people. You and Steve and Holly. So let's just first explain it with this page, if you would go over that.
Okay. Let me make this a little bit bigger. My eyesight's not really that great.
I can make it bigger.
Hold on a second. Well, my view options. Let me do
Whoa, that's a little too big.
yeah, no, I mean like my view options. I can't let me get my picture out of here.
Okay.
Exit. Hold on a second.
Well, while you're
sorry.
doing that's okay. You work on that. I'm just going to give the intro and then you can do the protein. Okay.
Sounds good.
Right. Okay. So basically, Shackley has come up with this great challenge. It's our most popular nutrition regimen. It's a great start to reset your system, jumpstart weight loss, feel healthier and more energized in 30 days, guaranteed. Just to give you an idea, you're going to get this cleanse package free, which we're going to talk about that after this 1 week, lots of products in there to cleanse and detox, which poor Sammy could have certainly used that back then. Anyway, and then there's the shake and the strip. So it's only $159, first time purchase only. It's actually worth $248.15. They can get it through doing the Meology, or you can do it with just getting the vitalizer strip for the vitamins part. Okay. And whoops, going back to that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. So day 1 through 7, you start with the 7-day healthy cleanse to reset your system, which we'll be talking about. And then days 8 through 30, you start, and then with that, by the way, that they have a food plan you can follow if you choose. And then day 8 through 30, you take this wonderful shake and strip Strip and shake. Yay. Okay. Again, you could customize it instead of taking the Vitalizer strip. So it starts with this protein. So if you want to, are you able to start, Lori?
Yep.
Okay. I know you.
Okay. Yeah, I made it big. We had our videos side by side, and it was making the print super small.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, good.
All right. So our Life Shake is a complete meal. It's naturally nourishing with 20 grams of protein, 24 vitamins and minerals. It's non-GMO. There's no cholesterol. There's 6 grams of fiber. It's gluten-free. It's dairy-free. It's a great source of omega-3s, and it is vegan.
Wow. So here we go.
So we have different types of protein that you can choose from. In plant-based, for those who are vegetarian or vegan, we have 2 flavors in plant-based. We have French vanilla and rich chocolate. And then we also have soy protein, which we have French vanilla, rich chocolate, strawberry, and cafe latte. The Life Shake with plant protein is made with pea protein plus a proprietary blend of chia and pumpkin seed protein. The canister is 14 servings and the pouch is 28 servings. So if you've got multiple people in your family who are using the shake, it's more cost effective to get the pouch. The Life Shake with soy has also a proprietary blend of chia and pumpkin seed protein. And the same, they have canisters for 14 servings or pouches for 28.
Okay. All righty. Whoops. I'm sorry. It's kind of going. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
All righty. So in just 2 scoops, you get 24 essential vitamins and minerals. It supports your heart, brain, vision, bone, immune, and overall health. It includes 120 milligrams of calcium plus ALA, which is an essential omega-3 fatty acid. It's very delicious and low glycemic. My kids love this stuff. It's almost like a milkshake. It tastes just like a milkshake. It's really good. It features the new sweetener called Reb M, which comes from natural cane sugar. It's not a sugar substitute. And it's also low on the glycemic index for people who need something low for blood sugar reasons, like if you're diabetic. It helps you with your digestive health and regularity. So there's 6 grams of dietary fiber and proprietary prebiotic from an ancient grains blend. It's also good for healthy weight and maintenance. This is a great shake because you could use it to lose weight or you can use it to maintain your weight. Depending on how you use it, depends on how you react to it. So protein has leucine in it, which helps build lean muscle and it burns fat and supports your metabolism. A lot of protein powders that don't have leucine in it, not only do you lose weight, but you lose muscle mass, and that's not what you want. So the leucine helps you to retain your muscle while still losing fat. And then, of course, there's the energy and satiety, 20 grams of ultra pure non-GMO protein with precise ratios of all 9 essential amino acids. So it keeps you full longer, and it gives you tons of energy.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. By the way, you can stick in a greens booster if you want to help with your shake, right?
That's right. I do that.
Now, is there anything else in the nutrition in you that you want to talk about, or did we cover it?
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. I have one thing. The shake is beyond organic. It's not just organic, it's beyond, which is the only one on the market that can claim that.
Okay, explain that, Holly.
So it's missing all. Okay, it's what they said is with the organic protein.
Try to stay like, I don't know, a little choppy still. Must be Verizon. Sorry, guys. But
okay, tell me if I'm okay.
I don't know.
In the organic protein, can't hear me?
We're not okay.
No.
Well, go ahead. Keep trying. Nothing else you can do about it. Is it okay? Can you hear it, Ange?
For me, I can hear fine.
Okay, good. So go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, with the organic proteins, you can find lead and cadmium and all the mercury and all those things that, you know, we find in the earth that naturally occur. They're not being taken out and they're considered organic. But Shaklee has taken a step further than that, and you won't find any of that in our shake. And that's one of the reasons why ours is beyond organic. And I just learned that like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, wow,
Wow,
that's crazy.
pretty awesome. Here in the Nutrition in You on page 9, there's a nutrition alert overall for the instant protein, which would apply to the instant protein or the energizing soy is our original Dr. Shaklee, and that's just the protein. And so this is just on protein, but we can apply that to our shake too. A nutrition alert is fatigue, poor muscle tone, splitting nails, dry, lifeless hair, hair loss, hot flashes, low blood sugar, premature aging, lowered immunity, slow healing, loss of concentration. Okay. Benefits helps achieve a healthy weight, which we know, increased energy. Isn't that the truth, guys, with the protein? The shake or any of the proteins is your energy level because it stabilizes your blood sugar. It has powerful digestive support, which we see what the life shakes, as Lori said, put all those great things in it. Supports heart, brain, vision, bone, and immune system. I want to just say a plug for the immune system too with protein, because you're going to be making all that. Everything that you see is hair, skin, nails, but also inside, all your hormones, all your immune bodies, your soldiers are all made of protein. And honestly, it's as important as the vitamins, guys. So if you don't do the life shake, do at least an energizing soy. Right? Right. And then we're going to move on to, but the Cadillac is the life shake, as Lori said, and it's delicious. And it's really a complete meal replacement. Go ahead on Vitalizer.
Okay.
Okay,
All
girl.
right. All right. Well, we see we have options up here. So you see the pictures. There's 3 of them. We have the gold, the vitalizer for men, and the one for women. The gold is geared towards people 50 and over. What's really neat about this that Shaklee has is that patented smart delivery system to help improve absorption to key nutrients in the body. So it goes where it needs to go at the time it needs to go. It's not just, you know, we think right away it goes to your stomach and that's where, you know, all our vitamins and everything breaks down. Shaklee has figured out how to have it go exactly, you know, through your body where it'll absorb the most and where you'll get the most out of the vitamins. The vitalizer provides advanced nutrition with full spectrum of clinically supported vitamin, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, omega-3 fatty acids, probiotics, and more in one convenient VitaStrip. And that is very convenient because you can see the strip up there. You can take it with you if you can't take it right away. You don't have to buy a bunch of bottles and count out your vitamins. They made it very convenient. There's a lot of pluses to this. This actually came from the landmark study, which if you don't know about that, you can ask to invite you to explain that to you. So we get joint comfort, more energy, healthy skin, healthy digestion, healthy heart, immune support, strong bones, healthy vision, healthy brain. So it's covering a lot of facets, a lot of areas, and that's what we want to do. So Vitalee Advanced Multivitamin is the very first part, and you'll see that in the strip that you see there, the 2 green vitamins. That's our multi, designed to dissolve in less than 30 minutes because it needs to break down for it to be able to get into our system. And the enhanced absorption of folic acid, which is the coating on the vitamin that is patented by Shaklee. So that's a wonderful thing that they came up with.
Yeah.
The B and C complex. Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, they found that folic acid, it's hard to get it out of to release inside this a tablet, so they put it on the outside.
Oh, it's only Shaklee.
Only.
So the next one is going to be the yellow that you see in there. That's the B and the C complex combined. Provides up to 198 percent greater absorption of the B vitamins, all of them, over 12 hours, as shown in clinical studies through sustained release delivery to the small intestine, where we want it to be.
Wow.
So you're getting the best of, but I mean, everything in this strip. There's, let's see what else we have. Well, it shows the pills there, but I don't know if it's going to break it down. Does it say it any more than that?
The next page, I think it does, but you
Oh, okay.
mentioned
Yeah.
first here.
There is a picture that we're not showing right now, but it shows how much food you would have to eat to equal the strip. And right here it says that you would need 7 medium oranges per day, not like over a couple days, 8 cups of milk for vitamin D, 15 servings of steak for your vitamin B12, and 27 servings of almonds for vitamin E. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
That's great.
Now we have the Karada E Omega, and that being 1 tablet in that strip, ultra pure omega-3 fatty acids sustainably sourced from wild fish from pure Alaskan waters. So it's clean and pure, plus carotenoids and vitamin E delivered to the upper intestine. So that is where that needs to be for it to be utilized the most, in our upper intestines. We do have a layer on the other side there, which is a little different than the vitalizer, which will contain the Vivix, which, if you don't know about that, we can go over that later too. And you can get that with or without iron, just like the vitalizer, and with and without K, depending on your needs. So let's see. All right, now we're going to go into
The Optiflora there.
Pearl. Yeah, our little teeny pearl, and that's
That's
looks
in
like.
there.
Yes. See, it delivers healthy microfiber to the lower intestine through our triple layer encapsulation technology, protecting it so the stomach acids don't, open up, attack it right there, and then you lose it all. It's 500 million good bacteria guaranteed to be in the intestine where it needs to be, and it's alive, not dead.
It's alive and not dead, and that was shocking to me. And we begged Shackley for years to come out with this, and they said they couldn't. This was years ago, but no, they couldn't guarantee live delivery because the stomach acids will destroy it. So, people had to refrigerate it, but they came out with this little pearl so that's guaranteed to open up in the lower intestine.
Yeah, and we need that because 70% of our immune is in our gut. So we need it to be in the gut. And 500 million is a lot. And you'll see other people competitors will say they have billions, but they say that because it's not making it where it needs to go to do what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the perfect amount. It's alive when it gets there, and it does what it needs to do. Now at the bottom here, you see some more like the 17 bananas. That's daily. 32 asparagus and 8 cups of peas. And I mean, imagine it's really 3 slices of cheese for calcium. So, and like I said, that's not even all of it either. That's just still hitting the surface. So that is what's in our vitalizer. And they cover for everybody. Like I said, women, men, people over 50, with or without K, iron, no iron. You tell us what you need and we will get it for you.
Yes. So anything in the nutrition and you that we didn't cover?
Yeah, I wrote, definitely. I mean, you think about what we need, like the vitamin B, they call it the happy vitamin.
Yeah, tell me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need the vitamin B, the complex, because it converts our food into energy. And it's, we have trouble doing that, through our food, and it's depleted very easily. So we need to have the B complex in there for that. It helps with cravings, like sugar cravings and stuff like that. And of course, they call it the happy vitamin for a reason, because it helps with our mood. And there's a lot of other things. The C, of course, helps with infection, and it's a natural antihistamine and antioxidant, of course, and it helps maintain a healthy heart. So, there's lots of benefits from each one of these. The beta carotene, which is the Karada, that's, you talk about your heart, antioxidant, increased immunity, It goes on and on, lung health, heart health, all that. And then you have your omegas, which is combined with that carota, the beta carotene. That is, there's so many things that it does. I mean, brain, eye health, heart health, reduces inflammation when it comes to C-reactive proteins. It just does a gamut of things. And the inflammation is a huge deal because our body can be under too much stress and we need to reduce that inflammation. And then, like I said, with the Optiflora, there's 500 million good bacteria in your gut, and that more or less covers it.
That's it. Yep. And they're just the carota E and the omega, well, the carotenoids and the E are big cancer fighters too. In all different areas,
Yes, yes.
whether it be cervical and et cetera, but they all do multiple things. And we're going to take these, break these down later in other calls, more detail, but that was great. And you and Lori did a great job. That was great. Okay. So that's for everybody, the protein, one source, either the Life Shake or the instant protein, and the Vitalizer strip is a great way to start everybody. As Holly mentioned, they formulated it based on this landmark study of what these people that had such great health results after 20 years is what did they take. And so they made it into this strip. So it's really good. All right. So we're going to go on to cleanse and detox. And before we do, all right, so that would be next is we did that. We want to go to page 34. And they're going to talk a little bit about this 33, 34. Yay. Or actually this first. Holly, why don't you go over this too? Just a little bit about the actual cleanse and detox program. Okay. Just read it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay,
this
let me
is
get these.
this is the program. This is the program. Then we're going to break it down into these individual cleanse and detox products that you see right down here. But just the 7-day healthy cleanse. Just read it for me.
Okay, sure. Our healthy cleanse combines a carefully selected combination of Shaklee supplements and supporting diet plan to go along with it. For those looking for digestive support, a jumpstart to weight loss, or simply more energy, includes one easy to follow step-by-step cleanse guide, which some people don't notice it's in there. It's in the box. And it helps you get through the first 7 days and improves focus and energy, enhances mood and sleep quality, supports detox and healthy digestion, jumpstarts weight loss, and reduces cravings. And it does all of those things. For yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many people have you guys? Well, I'll let you give your testimony after we go through the products too. Okay. Oh, okay. We want to read this too? Go ahead. Graze on vegetables and fruits all day. Go ahead.
Yeah. For 7 days, you will graze on vegetables and fruits all day. I mean, when they say graze, they mean graze. Like every 2 hours, you should be eating something. Or if you even start to feel hungry, because we don't want you to feel hungry, you have to keep eating. But it's good. It's all good stuff. Ideally, eat. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? Lots of water, definitely. You'll be drinking water all day. You take the AM packet. So it's really convenient. They made it really easy. You can see the picture there, the AM and the PM packet. So in the morning, you would take the AM, and at night, of course, you take the PM. Of course, you'd eat your vegetables. They don't have to be raw. They can be steamed or sauteed. And olive oil is usually what we're using to saute with. And you can put your herbs and onions and garlic, anything you want in there, and make a nice little dish of food. And lots of wonderful recipes that come with that you can adjust for this whole week. And I mean good ones. So you get most of your phytonutrients. It does mention avocado oil too. I use olive oil the whole time, but you can do that too. Drink at least 6 to 10 glasses of water each day. So it's like half your body weight in ounces in water. Eat a large salad with full fat dressing. They do not want you to use a light dressing. I use oil and vinegar, like olive oil and red wine vinegar, but you can do a vinaigrette or something like that. Of course, stir fries. But they do not want you to have too many starchy vegetables. So you can have some, but you got to keep that down a little bit. And then take your PM at nighttime, like I said, and repeat it for 7 days, and you will feel amazing.
Feel me?
Totally.
Yes, yes. I don't, is Lori and Steve, do you want to, you did a really great job with the cleanse too. Um, are you able to talk a little bit about your results?
Yeah, we can talk.
Oh, good. Hi, Steve. Tell them
Hello.
about your lactose intolerance.
I was just gonna say that, Mary. And I believe it's the probiotic that is responsible for that. But yeah, after doing the 7-day cleanse, and I was lactose intolerant since I was at least 20, 21 years old. I started being lactose intolerant. And then I mean I didn't find out about Shackley to what, 6 years ago or so.
6 years ago.
5 years ago, 4, 5.
It's been 2, honey.
Has it been 2?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, fine. My timeline's always off. I'm a guy, so
That's funny.
so
Is it
yeah.
part of your
it's been-
life? I mean, for 18 years. And go ahead. I'm like,
so anyway, yeah. So at least 2 years now. So from my early 20s. So at least for 20 years, I was lactose intolerant.
wow.
And yeah, that's the whole. I mean, and now after doing the 7-day cleanse, I have not been lactose intolerant at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a mortgage just in itself to everybody.
Yeah, yeah, because a lot of people out there are lactose intolerant, and they have to find, because I was eating lactate pills like they were candy, and I would have to have them in my pocket no matter where I went. I would have to have them because there's dairy in everything. So, if I didn't have them, then I wasn't able to eat certain foods, and it was restricting me, and I did not like that very much. So,
How did you do? You lost a good bit on your first cleanse.
I lost 14 pounds the last time I did the 7-day cleanse. Yeah.
Wow, that is, I mean, the amounts of weight, it's amazing. And Lori too, right? You lost a good bit.
Lori,
You on your first
Lori's
cleanse?
asking you lost a good bit the last time you did the cleanse.
The
Yeah, I
cleanse.
think I lost 8 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, women, men are.
Right. I was going to say, I lost 8 pounds sticking to the diet, and Steve lost 13 pounds eating Whopper Wednesday and drinking his beer. So I'm a little bit upset with him right now.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. But it's true. It's a fact. But
the thing is, though, Mary, that just proves the point even more that Shackley works even more, because me being irresponsible, I didn't stick on the 30-day challenge. I didn't stick on eating vegetables every stinking day. I couldn't handle it. And I went back to eating whatever I wanted to eat, but I'm still not lactose intolerant.
yeah.
So it's the proof in the vitamins that are really doing it for you.
Yeah. I mean, the food plan is optional. I mean, it's suggested to do the cleanse with it. If you're not comfortable with that, you can modify it and still do the 7-day cleanse with, and eat as healthy as possible. But to really, get the best results, to really detoxify, rest your liver and your digestive system, it just works. Average weight loss is 6.8 pounds. So anyway, that's awesome. And you feel great. Holly, do you want to say anything about that? I mean, you've had a lot of people do this whole program, right?
Yeah, I haven't, everybody has loved it. I've never had anybody complain ever, other than maybe if they really had to detox, they didn't feel good maybe the first couple of days because of toxins coming out of them. But the energy level always went, they were shocked. They didn't think it would happen. And then it did. And they were like, I didn't think that could happen with eating that much either. The other thing too is, everybody loses some kind of weight, but the thing that I notice with everybody is they notice their clothes feel looser, even though maybe they lost 5 or 6 pounds. And they're just like, but my clothes feel more comfortable, or they're a little baggy on me. And I always thought that was neat. So they tell you to check your inches, see how that changes.
Muscle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And the clarity of thinking, I've heard that's huge. thinking clearly, sleeping better, focus,
Yeah.
focus. I know that one of my customers talked about that. He's like, he just couldn't believe it. John Yost from the radio station. He was like, I'm so focused. I can't stop focusing. Like he just had so much energy.
Brain
I
health.
know it's a great thing to have. He's like, I've got so much more work done. It's crazy. It's great. All right. Now we're going to break these down, what's in the packet. So Optiflora, now it's Mary Lois's turn. Right, Mare?
Okay,
There you are. You're doing both of these, right? Do I have
yeah,
that?
we're going to be starting with the Optiflora DI. And, you know, need to maintain your digestive system through all of this, through detoxing and whatnot. So our Optiflora DI, which is probiotic, has 10 billion CFUs. And for those who don't know, a CFU is a colony forming unit. So it has 10 billion colony forming units. Don't need to refrigerate it like you do most products. Optiflora DI is clinically proven probiotic for digestive and immune health. It delivers unique benefits via a proprietary formula with 10 billion CFUs with 4 bacterial strains, including the powerhouse Bifidobacterium lactis, HN019, clinically proven to support both digestive and our immune health.
Hmm.
At least 70% of our immune system is in our gut. They always say our gut is our second brain. Optiflora DI adds good bacteria to our gut, supporting immune health. It helps maintain digestive health and regularity and reduce occasional gas, bloating, and constipation.
Wonderful.
So it's very important for digestion and for our immune system. And we need to keep our gut in good shape because, as I said, it's our second brain.
Yeah.
Some of the benefits, well, this is also lab tested to improve gut transition time, the speed at which our food is digested. When food passes through the digestive tract quickly, it is associated with a healthier gut. Danish researchers believe health gut transit time supports better gut metabolism. Some of the benefits: it promotes colon health, keeps undesirable bacteria in check, helps urinary tract infections, aids digestive disorders, which I think Steve may have, he talked about that, strengthens our immune system, and counteracts side effects of antibiotics and chemo. And it's very good for people who travel. We're not doing a lot of traveling, especially when you're traveling to foreign countries.
How about the nutrition alert?
That came from the nutrition alert. The nutrition alert: flatulence and bloating, diarrhea and constipation, stomach ache and digestive disorders, irritable bowel syndrome, allergies, colitis and Crohn's disease, dysentery, which comes from foreign countries a lot of times, candida, acid reflux, and when you're taking antibiotics or steroids.
Wow. And do you know anybody with any of those issues? Yes. You know, just about everybody.
Especially the IBS. You hear that a lot lately.
It's just so sad because all they need is this Optiflora. The DI, now we have this is the original one, you know, it's not quite as strong, but it's just different. It's a different strain. It's the Acidophilus bifidus, and it's still great. I mean, it's great basic probiotic, and we add this newer research, four different strains. This is state of the art, guys. This DI on top of this one, I take both, is state of the art. I mean, you're getting everything possible. That's great. Great job, Mayor. Oh,
Mary,
yes, comment.
Mary, can I say?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, this has to do with
Now chip
with-
in. And Eileen, even though
this.
you didn't know if you'd get on, anything you want to share, Eileen, you're one of our big
Okay.
leaders. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you remember this, Mary, but this is when I first started in Shackley. So, 20 something years ago. Mary Lois was mentioning the IBS. And do you remember my son, who is now like 37 years old? He was in junior high and he was out of school for a while. He had so much pain in his stomach. Like I said, 20 something years ago, IBS was a little different, I guess, to find out if you had that or not. And he had been to the doctors, they gave him medication, they couldn't figure out what it was. And this is where Mary steps in again. She's done it multiple times with my family. And she Paul on the probiotic, which we had just gotten Optiflora at that time. Paul was back to school within 3 days. And if he stays on Optiflora, he has never had an IBS attack ever again.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Sammy. Sammy's listening. No, but that can be her. Sammy shared her story about what she went through. Like, gosh,
You were out of school for 3 weeks before we did that. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. Any other stories? I do know that what is exciting to me, it's big for the immune system, huge, huge, huge. It's because if you're sparing that that battle is raging. Like when it said Candida, that's, you've heard of Candida, yeast infections, overgrowth after you kill the good bacteria from antibiotics. Even one course of antibiotics in your life, you've depleted the good bacteria. So overgrowth of the bad bacteria, because the good fights the bad. So the Candida, a lot of people suffer from that, don't even know it. Get all kinds of infections, but you're spending all your immune system in your colon fighting this darn battle. And then there's nothing left to fight for your immune system to fight the viruses and the flus and, bacteria or allergies. And people's allergies will disappear from getting on a probiotic because here, you've got something to fight with. So it's great. And all the acid reflux that people are getting as Sammy said, the Prilosec they're giving out like candy is now pulled from the market, right? And same with Zantac. They were giving baby Zantac too. It's causing cancer. They pulled it. It's like, oh my gosh.
Mary, I just heard that. I missed that they pulled it. So is that real recent?
Yeah, Sammy told me that. Sammy, can you
Who's Sammy?
Sammy was giving her story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They did a recall on Zantac and Prilosec. Prilosec weakens your bones like really, really bad. And right after I got off it, I fractured my femur a centimeter away from snapping in half. And they were they had no words. They're like, that's the hardest bone in your the biggest bone. How did you almost snap it in half? So they think it was from the Prilosec.
Wow. So it's
now I have, if I may, I think most of you know I ended up in the ER on December 31st of this year. And I had horrific pain in my chest, and my daughter and my sister just absolutely insisted I go to the ER. And I just kept thinking, because my husband passed away and I just thought it was all stress. So after stress test and all kinds of heart testing and so forth, I was okay, but I still had this terrible pain and it would come and go. So I recently had a echo, no, not an echo. What do I want to say? With checking my esophagus. Oh, golly. So anyway, this doctor insisted that I go on some acid reflux medicine. So I did, even though I knew, I needed to try to be careful with that, but I thought I also don't want to have, cancer of the esophagus or whatever. And it's interesting because the pharmacist called me about 2 days ago and wanted to renew it. And I said, well, I'm taking it a little bit, but I'm going to wean myself off. I've already started to wean myself off. And I said, what are the side effects of this medicine? And he said, bone loss. And that's the last thing I need because I am very small bone. So it's, I've heard this over and over, how dangerous this is as a medical assistant. I remember years ago, it was meant to be for 2 weeks. And I know things change over the years, But when I talked to the GI doctor about it, he was absolutely livid that I would want to go off of that.
Oh,
And it just tells you that they're just not in sync with what's really going on in the different,
no.
departments of medicine. So that's interesting. Mika told me too. She said, Eileen, you don't want to be taking that. That's really, they're finding cancer. So I'm telling you, it's
So it
something
is
to
still on the
investigate.
market? Is it still on the market then, Sammy?
Well,
From what I know, yeah.
It's still, but
'Cause
they had a,
the last time I was at the doctor, I was like, they were going through my prescriptions and stuff. And they're like, are you still on Prilosec? And I was like, not since the recall on it. And she was like, oh, that's weird. You probably shouldn't have stopped that. And I was like, considering I feel fine, I'm okay. Thank you.
oh my goodness.
well, it's very hard
We'll
to
have
get off of
we'll
it
have to look into exactly whether it was.
before we say for sure, but
Yeah.
it is hard to get off of it. And
But
he
I
did
know the Zantac though is there's lawsuits out. I've seen it on TV. The Zantac for we'll follow up. We'll give you, but I've seen that they're they've pulled there's something's going amok with Zantac, and especially even with the Zantac for children. So there's lawsuits. So we'll get back to you on that, but it's bad stuff if you don't need to take it. All right, let's move on.
Mary, just a quick footnote. I just want to say, in case anybody's on that this might benefit. When I've been switching over, I took your advice and I had used this a long time ago, just for general, maybe an upset stomach or something. But the chewable calcium
Yes.
is wonderful. It's really helping. So that's what I'm substituting, and it's been quite helpful. So thank you.
That is so great. That
And it's a grape. Is that a grape or blue? It's a berry flavored. So it's not a bad tablet to chew.
and there's no aluminum. It's like Tums, only it's like a million times better.
Yeah.
It's that concept, but it is also good for your bones and to help you sleep and do all these great things, but there's no aluminum. And you just take as much as you need until the heartburn goes away if you're having it. But you're overproducing acid. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had this because I had that test done. It's what I don't, where they put the tube down your throat or whatever, because of the diopsy messed up something that gave me heartburn real bad. And they wanted to put me on something, and I said no. And I looked into it, and I started taking more of the alfalfa and the easy, and then the CalMag as needed. And it completely went away, and I never got on any prescription. And they even said that I had a hiatal hernia. They saw that and the symptoms of it. But I'll tell you, extra alfalfa and Easy Just, because the Easy Just will get things pushed through so it doesn't come back up. And then the alfalfa, I know it's good for the digestion, but whatever's in the chlorophyll or whatever that is. And then of course the CalMag to settle. So
well, Angie has alfalfa. We're going to get to Angie, but just let's finish the
Real quick, Mary.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I used to take Zantac a long time ago, and I had real bad heartburn. Now, from what I've heard, I don't have a problem with it anymore, but from what I've heard though, now I'm going to actually ask this question to see if you guys have heard this before, that when you have heartburn or acid indigestion, that your body is actually lacking the amount of acid that it's supposed to have. So if you add, like, I think I heard something about apple cider vinegar. Thank you, apple cider vinegar, and then adding that acid into your body will then help that acid indigestion or heartburn go away.
Well, you're if you don't have enough digestive enzymes, or you don't have enough of the good bacteria to digest that, like that's the goal of all these good probiotics, is they help digestion.
Right.
You overproduce acid as a result to try to compensate for not having enough. So it does go hand. It's not enough because your digestive system is not producing it properly, and then you overproduce and you have all that acid that
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just, Okay, we're got to move on. We do have a whole night we're going to spend on digestive health too. We repeat a little bit, but there's more products. But go ahead, liver DTX real quick, Mayor Lois.
Okay.
Just
I love the liver. I spent a whole time studying it. But our DTX protects liver cells from toxins. Our liver is our first defense against toxins. I refer to it as our human garbage disposal. Liver DTX contains milk thistle seed extract standardized to contain 80% silymarin, shown in laboratory studies to protect liver cells from toxic substances and oxidative stress. Plus, silymarin's antioxidant properties help maintain liver cell integrity. It also includes dandelion, turmeric, and artichoke to help maintain healthy bile flow and in the liver's natural detoxification process.
wow. That's a wow.
Right. As I said, I always refer to our liver as a human garbage disposal system
Mhm.
because it breaks down fats that are eaten, converting excess carbohydrates and protein into forms that are stored for later use while synthesizing other fat like cholesterol. So our liver does a lot. Um, I thought it was interesting about having turmeric because they just came out with turmeric individually.
Yeah, I know. I know. Look at all that. See, Shackley always puts, they always put everything together that works synergistically.
Right.
No, the liver rebuilds itself. Basically, it's the only organ that if you get half your liver removed, it regrows. Do you know
Right.
that?
You can actually survive with half a liver.
Actually, so you can rebuild your liver if it's not too far gone, which is amazing.
Mhm.
That's how important the liver is. So, okay. All right. Should we move on, or is there anything else that you wanted to say from?
Well,
Because
under the nutrition alert, it helps with sluggishness. I guess when you get rid of the toxins, then you're not so sluggish. Hepatitis,
Mhm.
and it works or commutes in polluted areas. So, but I think, overtaxes our liver then. Smokers or secondhand smoke
Yeah.
is harmful to the liver and everything else.
Wow.
And use over-the-counter prescription drugs and food poisoning. Just about I was in pharmaceutical industry for many years. Just about every prescription / drug that we take affects our liver.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
about, I don't know of any prescription out there, a prescription drug that does not affect our liver.
Yep. And it has to be detoxified. So that's why you get your blood work to make sure your liver enzymes are not elevated.
Exactly.
I remember Sue Robinson's son was on Dilantin and he had really high liver enzymes, which means your liver's damaged. And they came right down when he started taking liver DTX. It was amazing, really.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you, Mayor. That's why that's in your cleanse and detox. Now we're going to go to alfalfa. It's at page 7. A lot of these things overlap, and we'll be repeating them. 37, I mean. Okay. Angie,
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Okay, so
We love
alfalfa
alfalfa.
is one of my favorites. It's abundant in vitamins, minerals, and chlorophyll. Dr. Shackley recognized the value of alfalfa. Its deep roots seek out minerals in the subsoil, which are inaccessible to other plants. The average alfalfa plant has roots 10 to 20 feet long. So we really don't know of many other plants that would go down that deep to get all those minerals. Shackley uses ultra pure premium alfalfa grown to maintain nutrient and chlorophyll rich leaves. Alfalfa complex contains no fungicides, bacteriocides, synthetic hormones, growth regulators, or harmful chemicals. So you can be sure you're getting the good stuff. Alfalfa is one of the most nutritious foods known. And Shackley uses a special harvesting method that ensures the greatest concentration of nutrients. And some of the nutrients in alfalfa are just remarkable. It's high in protein, contains 8 digestive enzymes. 8. Also, alfalfa contains a wide range of vitamins and minerals and is an excellent source of trace minerals and vitamins A, C, E, and K.
Wow.
So,
And that's also known, Mary, and everybody, as the father of all foods. I'm thinking it was in the Ayurvedic world that's what the name it was given to, that is the father of all foods. It's an amazing product. And the best thing too is so inexpensive.
It
Mhm.
I mean, it's like what, $16 for what, 330
yeah, it is
tablets? Amazing.
really big.
well, the word amazing always comes to me, Eileen, when I think of alfalfa,
Mhm.
because as we go over the benefits, you'll see how many wonderful benefits it has, in addition to what I've already said. It also, if you think of alfalfa starting with an A, think of arthritis. It helps with arthritis. And people just take more and more of it, and it's not harmful in any way. So you can take quite a lot to help you until you get on stiff joints and rectify your arthritis. It helps with ulcers, poor digestion, water retention, lack of appetite, swollen ankles and feet, sinus problems. Again, another A word, allergies,
Mhm.
gout, body odor, and bad breath. It's a natural antihistamine, another A word, natural diuretic, provides fiber and chlorophyll, as we said, and the trace minerals. It's anti-inflammatory, detoxifies, and anti-tumor, antibacterial.
Mhm.
So it is truly an amazing product.
And they used to call it the poor man's vitamin when vitamins first came out. Remember Dr. Shackley? There's some quotes that he would refer to it as the poor man's vitamin, because if they couldn't afford anything else, they could at least afford alfalfa. That's one of the first things we learned going to Jerry and Joanne's meetings.
Poor man's I love it. I love it. And in the old days, us old timers, when we had like the basic 5 or 6 products, and alfalfa was
Was
always
one of them. Yeah.
because of that helping with digestion. And then, in some of these masters coordinators stories, they had arthritis and it went away with it's serving as 10. So don't get freaked out. But I always say to people, you don't count your peas, you have a serving of peas, and this is a vegetable. So 10 is a serving, and there's people that take it, 30, if 30 or more. It depends what they need to get rid of their arthritis and allergies. All right, great job.
And
I also like to say, hey, you don't count the M&Ms you eat either, do you?
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. That was a good one. That was good.
And actually, a quick one, my brother-in-law with his stage 4 kidney disease, alfalfa was recommended for that. And at first he balked at 15, but he got used to it. It's just very good for cleansing your kidneys and whatnot.
Yeah, you feel if you take it, you're gonna. It's a natural diuretic. You're gonna know
Mhm.
about half an hour to an hour. You're in the bathroom. Okay, that's all good. And then we have Herblax. Herblax is up further on page. They went over that earlier than this.
Mhm. I have it handy, Mary, so I can get started. Herblax is for, they say occasional irregularity, but people can take this every day. It's gentle, natural laxative that uses a unique combination of senna leaf and other herbs to help keep your digestive system healthy and regular. And what really attracted my mom to this was the other herbs part, because when you read what other herbs are in there, such as aniseed powder, fennel seed, blue malva, and there's many more, licorice root powder, but these were things my mother was familiar with in Italy. So this is great. I love all these things, and it was easy for her to want to take this product. It was originally formulated by Dr. Shackley to encourage a mild cleansing action to aid the body's natural processes. And you can also make this into a tea if you don't want to swallow it. Just put it in hot water. It contains the senna leaf, which is a traditional herb used for more than 3,500 years. Laxative. So it's well proven for centuries Now, some of the benefits are it improves regularity, as we said, reduces body odor, helps acne. People may not think of it for that, but that's a great one. Relieves constipation. It's a detoxifier. It's a gastrointestinal problem reliever. Relieves hemorrhoids. Relieves boils. Helps with headaches, and improves bad breath. And again, I hate to pick on my brother-in-law who moved in with us 2 years ago, but when he first came, he really had a difficult time. And this Herblax just helped him to detox gently and eliminate things so that I felt more confident that he was getting rid of some of the toxins from the drugs he had been taking before, some of the antacids that you're talking about, things like that, that really weren't meant for kidney patients. So I quickly got him off of all that, but it was in his system, and we were able to use the Herblax to detox from
That's awesome.
all that stuff.
And if I may, anybody that's having surgery or taking pain meds especially, you want to keep Herblax in your medicine cabinet, so to speak, because it's amazing. And now they really, I mean, Dan had quite a few surgeries, so we started with the Herblax, very early on, the minute he came home. You don't wait till you get constipated, and pain meds are very constipating.
That's a good point. I want to share my one little point too. Let me get you guys back here. There you are. Okay. This product, it's something that I learned in the day, when we talked about a long handled toothbrush, right? That's one thing we've heard. But what I love about it too, when you research, which we could do another time, go and break down into these herbs. Dr. Shackley went all over the world to get these 9. I mean, he used the world as his textbook to find these 9 or 8 herbs that he used, like you said, Italy and whatever. But anyway, what I thought was awesome is that it moves the bile out of your colon, out of your gallbladder, etc. Moves the bile out of your liver. That's all has bile in there. Goes through it. It moves it along. So it cleanses your liver, and the presence of the bile in the colon is what gives you that real strong contraction, that urge to go, which knocks all the debris from the creases. People that start on Herblax sometimes smell like, I hate to be graphic, but like penicillin or something that they took years ago. We've heard these stories because it's in the crease, it's in your bowel creases, which can lead to cancer. So that's amazing, isn't it? And it does not make you dependent on it, doesn't weaken the bowel. It's not a chemical. The FDA has ruled that anything like senna that acts in the bowel, they have to put this warning, could be dependent, but that does not apply to Shackley. All these years it didn't have that on there. It doesn't cause dependency. And it's actually strengthening your whole cleanse, your system by keeping a healthy liver, like Mary Lois said, that it's the most important organ in your body really is your liver. So, all right, we went a couple minutes over, but it was worth it. And that's it. This is it. And so that's why they picked these products for the detox, and talk to whoever, invited you about getting on the Prove It Challenge with This Is Free. This week of these products is a free cleanse it's a $50 value. It's free. And then you start on the shake and the strip, and you get a free membership, you get free shipping, and it's a great program. So, all right, everybody, thank you for getting on and participating. Everybody did a super great job. All right. Good night.
Great call. Very informative, Mary. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Great
Good night,
job.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
They heard you.
Oh, is that Gracie or Ava?
Yeah, no, it's Gracie.
We love you guys. You're future master coordinators. Hi, Deb. Yeah. Did you want to comment, Deb? I'm sorry.
It was great. It was good information.
Okay, it is, isn't it? I love the more you learn, the more you dig, the more good stuff you learn.
Hey, Mary, would you